Michel Barnier has been accused of setting Brexit talks back by weeks by presenting a repackage of plans, as he suffered humiliating technical difficulties. With less than a month until the end of the transition period on December 31, both the UK and EU are scrambling to come to an agreement. Issues on fishing quotas, state aid and governance continue to gridlock talks. Last week, both sides claimed they had seen a deal within their grasp, but Mr. Barnier, the EU's chief negotiator, unexpectedly changed his position. The negotiator set out an EU proposal to break the deadlock in one of the most contentious areas of talks, the so-called level playing field. But Lord Frost and his negotiating team realized the draft proposal was a repackage of a plan they rejected weeks ago. One British official said, Barnier presented it as a new idea. But it was quite clear that it wasn't. They were going back on things which they'd agreed to over the last few days. The mood turned very quickly. It is believed the proposal would bind the UK to EU rules and regulations, in perpetuity. A British source said, we went from a position on Thursday morning where we thought we could see our way through to a deal by the weekend to one where it looked almost impossible to see how we'd ever get a deal. The Frenchman was forced to step back from the talks when one of his aides tested positive for the coronavirus. But while attempting to continue to lead talks remotely, Mr. Barnier struggled with embarrassing technical difficulties. An EU official said, you wouldn't believe the problems we had trying to get him to switch his computer on right or get his camera working for a video conference. While Mr. Barnier was isolating, Commission President Ursula von der Leyen tightened her grip on negotiations with her debut Chief of Staff, Stéphanie Roussel. But on the Friday before talks were set to begin again in London, Mr. Barnier briefed EU ambassadors and guided member states to areas where he thought too many concessions had been made. A source told The Times, he raised flags. It was masterful and subtle, but everyone was aware that Barnier himself was not happy with the von der Leyen and Roussel approach of getting a deal, whatever it takes.